Dude, have you ever had one of those days where you just feel like you got to sneeze all day? I'm like, I have that today. That's horrible. All right, guys, welcome back to American Whiskey. We're sitting down with StillHouse Maple Syrup owner, and they're friends with Indian Creek Distillery, which we also love and support. Check that out. Pretty much, we'll just have you introduce yourself and talk about what it is you're bringing to the table and why you started it and kind of how you got started.
All right, thank you very much. My name is Stan Donor. I am a co-owner of Donor Maple Products. My sister and I now run the business. We got started back in 1983. My father was the founder, and he decided he had some time in the winter because he was a farmer, and he said, hey, I want to see if I can make maple syrup. So he went to Bruckner Nature Center, found out about it, started talking to some people, and decided he'd give it a try. Turned it from a hobby into a larger hobby. And my sister and I have now taken over the business, and we have turned it into a full-time business. So we do not provide our own maple syrup anymore. We had to give up that luxury and that side of the work when my father had to retire. But we support other Ohio maple producers. We primarily work with a group out of the Morrow County area, which is northeast of Columbus. We buy it in bulk. We break it down into the individual containers. And as you mentioned, we do work with Indian Creek Distillery out of New Carlisle. Wonderful group of people. They take our syrup, age it in their whiskey barrels, rebottle it, and then we help sell it.
Now, if I see on the back of it, it actually does say, like this one specific came from barrel 7, bottle 27, year 24. Maple syrup aged in rye whiskey barrels.
That is correct. Now, because it has been in a used whiskey barrel, they do fall under some of the liquor law controls. And so that is one of the things that they have to label their bottles with, which barrel it came from, which bottle that is, and what year it was produced. Now, we also, with our maple syrup that we sell, we also do batch controls. Okay. So we know specifically which drum of syrup it came from and how many there are that are still unsold. We can also tell you how many have been sold.
So let me ask you this. How long do you keep it in the syrup inside of a barrel?
I believe they age it about 4 weeks.
Okay. Now, can you taste the rye in that? Like a whiskey rye? Can you actually taste it?
You can. You do taste sweet. The flavor. No, it's fantastic.
I like that.
We love it on top of a good vanilla ice cream or a butter pecan.
My gosh.
Oh no, it's just, it changes your life with ice cream. It's just fantastic.
I thought church changed my life until I met you.
Yeah. Well, church first.
I know.
Which is why we're currently down at 2nd Street Market in Dayton. We are not here on Sundays.
Okay.
Because we are in church.
Gotcha.
So that's important to us.
Good.
And we will not be here on Sunday as long as we can not be here on Sunday.
Now, are you guys slinging the old the whiskey syrup at the other people at church or what?
They have tasted it, sure. Now the thing to remember about the StillHouse is there's no measurable alcohol in there.
Right. You're really just getting the flavor
Absolutely.
from it. Now, I wonder if they take those barrels and refill it with whiskey.
They do.
Do they?
They do.
Oh my gosh.
They make a maple whiskey called Copper Arrow. It is phenomenal.
This sounds like we're gonna have to take a trip there.
You're gonna have to go back and talk with them and say, hey, I don't think we got all of the information we need out of you guys.
Because my favorite whiskey they have is called, I believe it's called Andy's Number 5.
Okay.
And it's really good. And what's really cool about Indian Creek is it's the original place. And if you've not been there, it is absolutely gorgeous there. And the owners are just spectacular. They're spectacular people. And it's a hidden gem in Ohio. I think it's New Carlisle.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
New Carlisle.
Yeah, New Carlisle.
Yeah.
They're on Staley Road, right off of 201.
Yep.
And they are 6th generation, working on 7th generation distillers.
In the same place.
They have the original copper pots, and
we've been there. They found them in a barn, right?
Right.
Yeah, I mean they actually are functioning.
Right.
And I mean it's pretty incredible.
and they're building as they have opportunity. They're building a new facility for events and other things. So they're going to continue to grow, and we just love working with them. They're fantastic people.
Oh yeah, and it seems like, you know, the more I love local businesses, because most of the time local business works with other local businesses, and that's the way I like to see my cookie crumble. You know what I mean?
Right.
I like to see locals helping locals. Like, even just like you go to a local coffee shop, is it called fair trade coffee? I think is what they call it, where they know where the beans are coming from. But you know, you'll get somebody that makes a coffee cake down here that buys their beans from a local coffee guy here, who's getting it from a, you know, and I like that. I like the fact that Second Street Market seems like that's what all this is.
Well, not just that, you're keeping everything in the community.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, some of our other infused syrups that we use are cinnamon.
Yeah,
we buy from a local spice company.
Right.
So you know, they're directly working with the people who are generating the spices. So we're supporting them.
Right.
We work with Table 33. They're using our syrup.
Yeah.
We've got some coffee shops in the area. We've got some others that we're in the mix. We're here sitting in Burnt Out Winery here at Second Street Market.
Yep.
We just had a conversation with them last week. We're going to be partnering with them for something. So, you know, keep an eye on them as well. There's a lot of things that happen here in the market that support each other.
I'll tell you right now, you created good friends with Burnt Out Winery. Those are some of the best people you're ever going to meet. I'll tell you right now.
It's nice to have them right next door to us.
I call Fred and Chris and Amy. We're all siblings now, so they just have to deal with me now. I'm stuck to them like glue. So, what do you got over here? Those bottles.
What types do you offer?
So these are some of our infused syrups. We have our cinnamon maple syrup.
Okay.
And that's just probably one of the most well-rounded flavor profiles that we have out there. It's got a really nice warm cinnamon flavor at the end. So oatmeal, coffee, tea, put it on your French toast, sweet potatoes, anything apple. It's just fantastic. And it's a simple mix. Maple syrup,
oh my gosh,
and cinnamon sticks.
On sweet potatoes?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Look, it's actually got
my gosh, that would be so
you
good.
want authentic. How authentic can you get? This thing actually has a cinnamon stick in
it.
it.
Literally does. Hey, we can make our apple pie moonshine with this. Sweeten it with this.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
So that's that right there, guys.
Get in touch with us. We'll be happy to work with you.
So you don't actually make this, right, anymore?
No, we do.
Okay.
We don't.
Okay.
Maple syrup.
Okay, I got you.
They don't
okay.
produce it out.
But we do all the infusions.
Okay, I got you.
ourselves,
Okay.
Yes.
So we got that one, and then we've got
This next one. This is one that we brought out this past year in January, February timeframe. It's called Firecracker. So it's got cayenne pepper in it, and this is a sweet heat. Now,
do you have tastings?
Oh, we absolutely.
Because right now that makes me think it'd be delicious on some wings. Chicken wings.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Chicken and waffles, grilled meats, drizzle some on bacon or pizza, spice up your cocktails with it.
I can't try to. I'm down 150 pounds. I'm not going to be able to do these interviews and not cheat at least a little bit.
Okay, here's how we're going to help you. We're going to help you with that.
We
know that fish is good for you, right?
Yeah.
Salmon. You like salmon?
Love salmon. I eat it every week.
Grilled salmon with a little bit of firecracker on it right at the end to kind of warm it up, and then put some on your plate to dip into.
So I got a question for you. For those out there that are trying to, you know, pretty much my diet has just been eating meat. That's all I eat. I'm trying to bring back in a few complex carbs here and there. But do you guys make a sugar-free?
You know, we get that question almost every week. We get it almost every festival and event that we go to. There is no such thing as pure maple syrup that is sugar-free.
Okay.
It is all sugar.
Yeah.
Now, the thing to remember is it's a natural sugar.
Right.
So just like your fruit sugars and other sugars that are natural, unrefined, unprocessed, your body can process the natural sugars much better.
It's like honey.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's funny you said that. I actually had a person that we know that does honey, and he said the exact same thing. He's like, this isn't a bag of sugar.
Right.
This is real God's natural sweetener, you know.
Exactly.
That's the thing. It's natural.
Natural, right.
Not all this artificial chemical.
I can't wait to try this.
Exactly.
I can't wait to try this. So this one's the firecracker. Again, it's Donner, right?
Donor.
Sorry.
Oh no.
Donor Maple Products in Vandalia, guys. There's that one, which I'm going to try. Ryan, we're going to try that on some hot wings.
The latest one that we brought out in May of last year for the solar eclipse.
Okay.
Which we were kind of a hotbed for that in this area.
A lot of people came here.
Exactly. So we got to talk and it's like, well, we should do something special for the eclipse like everybody else is doing. Yeah. So we had already been in conversations with Boston Stoker Coffee Company, whose roastery is right next door to us in Vandalia. It's like, hey, we need some samples of some coffee beans because we want to do a maple syrup with it. So we ended up partnering with them for our Eclipse maple syrup. It has Boston Stoker espresso beans in it.
Of course it does.
Right.
Of course it does.
Of course. So this is just a lovely coffee flavor as well as the maple syrup flavor.
So have you ever tried to put it in coffee?
Oh, yes.
I bet it's delicious.
And
did you?
And that's my sister.
Yeah. Get it straight, dude. That's a big difference, wife and a sister.
Yes, it is.
So my question, does that have caffeine in it?
Just the natural caffeine that's in the coffee beans.
Yeah, okay.
And
okay.
I wish you guys could get close enough to see this.
They can.
But this ain't, there's actual coffee. This ain't
Absolutely.
an artificial flavor. This is all natural.
You can see the beans in it. Those are coffee
and
beans.
that's kind of been our mantra with
those have
our
coffee beans
products
in it.
that we create. As much as possible, we want nothing artificial, nothing heavy processed, nothing that's going to make people wonder, should I taste it? Should I try it? Should I eat this?
We actually have people wanting to get some now. She wants to know how much a bottle. And she's from Tennessee.
You can go on our website, Donor Maple.
Well, to give me a reason to go visit them. So I'll buy it and take it to them. You know?
Well, so, tell you what, if you're going to go down and visit them, and you're going to hook up with them, you let us know. We'll send some with you.
Okay, that sounds great. You heard that,
happy
Megan.
To do that. Yeah, Megan, you reach out to us on Donor Maple. So
we met Megan, their son, Megan and Josh is who we're talking to. They're from Tennessee. Their son has Down syndrome. Huge fan of us for some reason. And we've just created this. I don't even know how the relationship. They found our podcast, so they just started watching it. And now we're like family with them. So
fantastic.
His name's Wes, and he's good. Tell Wes I said I missed him and I love him.
I'm supposed to call him. I ain't got back with him
dude,
yet.
He was yelling at me because we were supposed to go down there this Thursday. He wanted us down there Thursday. I was like, dude, it ain't gonna happen, Wes.
Yeah. Sorry, Wes. We got him tied up here doing stuff. Listen, we'll send him down. We'll send some syrup with him.
We're gonna come down there. We're gonna stay in. Hopefully, this is a new friendship that we just created.
Absolutely.
With you, and because we love. This is what when I sat down in my basement in 2020, and I thought that I had been doing true crime podcasts and stuff, and I was like, I want to do a podcast that matters. And I just pictured like our founding fathers sitting around a table sipping some moonshine out of a jar, trying to do the Declaration of Independence, trying to figure things out. So I was like, I'm gonna call it American Whiskey, but it wasn't meant to be just about whiskey. It was just a name, but I wanted it to be about community. And so meeting guys like you and people that are striving to not just better themselves, but give the community something, and that's what it's all about.
Spirit of America.
The spirit of America.
And the great thing is, up here at the Second Street Market, like, the syrup and this and that, it's all local. It's all natural. They keep the money where it's at, and they all work together. They're not trying to use all these chemicals. They got the same beliefs as a lot of us do.
They're not dumping a bunch of, granulated
Exactly. There's no sugar
mass producing this stuff. This comes what we call a shine. Blood, sweat, and tears. It's natural. It's you're it's out of. It's something I to try. I'll try this one. No, this one. Now I'm trying them all.
Well, the products
we're getting all of them.
The products are made out of love.
Yeah.
Not for quantity.
Right. That's right.
It's made to taste good, something to pride in, versus your normal market that's just got a bunch of stuff out there to make $1.
Yeah.
Right. And one of the really cool things about maple syrup, a lot of people don't even know that Ohio makes maple syrup. Yeah. So that's part of our mission, is to try and educate people that Ohio makes fantastic maple syrup,
Yeah.
and you should try it.
It's
In addition, almost everybody we work with is a small producer.
right.
And by small, I'm talking, 400 or 500 gallons, maybe up to 1,000 gallons,
Yeah.
which sounds like a lot of syrup. But when you consider some of the producers that are making 20, 30,000 gallon, you get up into
Yeah.
Canada who are making hundreds of thousands of
Yeah.
gallons. We're small potatoes still,
Right.
but we make some fantastic product here in Ohio.
I think it's really cool that you bring up Ohio. So I feel like Ohio is kind of one of those things, like we get slept on a lot of things. And, I actually wrote a song called Ohio Moonshine, because even if you go back and look at the history of moonshine, like you think Tennessee and Kentucky, Ohio's right there, right there in the midst of all of that, back hills but Ohio,
Southeast Ohio is
Yeah.
one of the biggest moonshine producers.
but you
in
think
areas.
about just what Ohio has to offer. There's a lot of good. I mean, we just talked about Indian Creek Distillery, one of the best whiskey I've ever had. I mean, they make
It's really good.
they make a really good product there. And again, a lot of people know what it is, but not enough people know, right?
Right.
Same thing with your maple syrup. Does the world know about it? Not yet, but your
will.
locals do. They will. I
They
mean,
will.
we're gonna push your name out there for sure. But we appreciate you getting on here. Hopefully, this is
Absolutely.
a good friendship here, and you won't be here tomorrow, right? Because you'll be at church, so they'll be here.
Yep.
They come on Fridays and Saturdays, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And we have our storefront in Vandalia,
Yep.
and we're online.
So it's 10867 Angle Road, Vandalia,
Correct.
Ohio.
Well,
Guys, so you guys
online, donormaple.com, DOHNER maple.com.
from the man right there. So we got the firecracker, sweet heat, the cinnamon infused maple syrup, the Eclipse one, which is got the beans in it, right? Coffee
Yep,
beans
coffee
in it.
beans.
Coffee beans.
And they are partnered with Indian Creek Distillery, aged inside of whiskey barrels. So you guys want to check this out. We really enjoyed our time with you today. What do we got? Oh,
Well, we're getting ready to taste those.
what syrup?
Just
is
a
that?
little heads up for your listeners. We are going to be rolling out a special in February because we love our customers so
Yeah.
much. We've had our storefront open in Vandalia for 5 years. We've been in business for 42 years. So we're going to look for those key figures.
Yeah.
We're going to be rolling out a special in February.
Delicious.
We'll have it available everywhere,
Okay.
You
all of
ready?
our locations
so-
and online.
So we can follow you on all platforms. I mean, you're on.
Yeah, we're on Instagram
Facebook.
and Facebook.
Are you on the TikTok?
We're not on TikTok.
I think you could. Anybody that has maple syrup could have a TikTok. You can just sit there and pour it inside of things and just
Well,
watch it. Pour it.
TikTok now.
That's true.
Well,
Kind of. So I appreciate your time. Hopefully,
Yeah,
we'll
thank
be-
you so
I
much.
think it sounds like we're going to be, over here quite a bit. So hopefully, if you get any more products, maybe we can get you back on here.
I've got 3 or 4 that are in the pipeline right now.
Okay. We can't wait to talk about it. See if you can dip your
So which
finger in
one
there,
is
Tyler.
that?
That was the coffee bean, wasn't it?
Oh, the coffee, the
Taste it. Is
Eclipse.
that the Eclipse maple syrup?
That is
It's
phenomenal.
What's up, buddy? Did you like it? Come here.
I've done
Look.
the.
So Ryan
the
just
pitch
said, "What
on
did
that
you?"
is
Here, look,
you get the
look,
dark,
look.
robust flavor, that stronger maple flavor.
Yeah.
That gets eclipsed by the espresso flavor.
Yeah.
So nice little wordplay with that.
All right, Ryan. What did you just say?
I got some syrup and coffee, and it's good.
Is it delicious?
Yeah.
It's a good. Which syrup did you get?
The less maple, more sugar one, because I just grabbed it and she told me what it was.
All right. And it was good. All right. So you heard it from the little man. He ain't gonna lie to you. So if you're close, stop on in here. What time does this go till?
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. So you guys got some hours to get in here. So as always, I'm Sturge,
I'm Peanut.
And Stan Donor, thanks for joining us today.
and we are American Whiskey. Peace and love, guys. We love you.